Are we live? Let's just see. Just a second. Yes, we are live. That is fine. So let's continue with LA Noire. Still a 5-star gameplay. Walkthrough, whatever you want to call it. And in the last episode we were doing the consul's car. And looks like we'll have to start this entire crime scene again. Yes. I'll just redo it again quickly. No real problem.
We'll have to use the registration to trace the owner. They must have taken the flag as a souvenir. Can't have it any street value. It's owned by the Argentinian embassy.
The Argentinian embassy.
Empty.
It's not empty, there's a toolbox there, Cole.
Stealing the wheels is for amateurs. Car ring would have stripped it in a warehouse.
Oh, something shiny. Let's see what it is.
Combination wrench. Must have used it to remove the wheel lugs.
Let's quickly, I'll go speak to Oswald Jacobs first.
Oswald Jacobs?
That's right.
What exactly happened here, Mr. Jacobs?
Last night, I was looking out of my window. I like to keep an eye on what's going on.
I can understand that.
You see this empty lot? Damn kids play stickball here. Always breaking my windows. Always asking for their ball back.
Can we get back to the car, Mr. Jacobs?
Don't be impatient, Sonny. Anyways, last night I see this brand spanking new Packard up on bricks.
Okay, so witness report.
Did you see who stole the Packard?
Hell yes, I did. I saw 3 goddamn Mexicans going to work on it.
That is the truth.
Can you tell us what they were doing?
Using the headlights of an old Ford so they could strip the thing. I yelled out to them, "I'll call the cops." So they loaded up their car and drove off, tooting and hollering and yelling obscenities at me in Mexican.
You speak Spanish, sir?
No, I do not.
Alright, calm down, mate.
After the Mexicans left, you didn't go anywhere near the car?
After I scared them off? No, I didn't go anywhere near that car.
Really? No, what's the face you put like?
You went out to the car. Once they were gone, you had to take a look for yourself.
I was curious. Ain't no law against that. So what if I took a look around that car? You can't be accusing me of nothing.
Yes, we can.
Tell me about the car they were driving.
It was an old Ford. I didn't catch the license number.
You look like the kind of guy who notices details.
You're right there. The car was old, but it looked brand new. Candy apple red paint job stands out a mile.
What exactly did you see them take?
They was working on the tires. That's all that was took.
Well, no, a little more.
Right. So what did you take, Jacobs? Do you want my partner to pat you down?
I found a notebook in the glove compartment. I was going to show you. It's on the chair on my porch.
Was you?
Thank you for your help, Mr. Jacobs. You can speak to Officer Thibault about signing a formal statement.
When you get the car out of the way, maybe you could come back and do something about those kids.
how about we bring you an umpire's mask?
Oh, now you're going to upset him. Not a very nice thing to do.
Okay, so we have the owner of the vehicle.
Eyelashes,
A degenerate.
speaking
I'll run
voice,
John
good
Madsen
natured.
by R&I.
Delicate.
Contact details on a William Dewey. This looks like business rather than pleasure.
Slim lips, dark, good looks. What on earth is that? Sounds disgusting.
I think we've wrung this place dry. Let's find a game well.
Yes, let's.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Could you run the name Dewey Brothers? Possibly a dealership or car mechanics workshop.
One moment. Dewey Brothers Packard Dealership, 629 Figueroa Street.
Got it. Can you put me through to Michigan 2458, please?
Connecting you now. Hello, can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Can I speak to John Madsen, please?
He's at school, officer. What's this about? Is he in trouble?
School.
How old is your boy, ma'am?
Just turned 16.
Wrong person, Mrs. Madsen. Sorry to disturb you.
Any messages?
There's just one message for you, Detective. A four-door Packard, diplomatic license number Paul Robert 706, was reported missing this morning by Juan Francisco Valdez.
Welcome to the
Could you have him brought in?
Whoever
He's
that
already
is.
here at Central, Detective. He's demanding an audience, as he calls it.
Thanks. Can you get a message to Captain Leary? Tell him we'll be in as soon as we can. Thanks. Can you cordon off this lot until we have the vehicle impounded?
Yes, sir, Detective.
We'll follow up on the owner. Get a statement from Jacobs, and I'll read your report back at the station.
Right then, let's go.
We can visit the Packard dealership or head back to Central and interview this Valdez character. Your call.
We are going to head back to the police station.
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going? This has got to be the 50th abandoned vehicle call we have caught this year. One more, and I'm going to go crazy.
Not your favorite cases?
You kidding me? This is barely even police work. Of all the bad guys in this city, we get lumped with the ones who can't even be bothered to keep what they steal.
True. I hope everybody is staying safe in this weird time that we are going through at the minute.
Do we have a Juan Francisco Valdez in for questioning?
Sure do, Phelps. Your bird's an interview, too. And get this, he's wearing gloves and doing his best not to touch anything. Can you beat that?
Sounds like we don't want to keep this guy waiting. It's this way.
That's the guy from the papers.
I want to make homicide.
About time. Are you the senior officer I requested?
I'm Detective Phelps, and this is Detective Bukowski.
Have you any idea how long I've been waiting to speak with you?
No, and I don't
I
care.
am needed back at the consulate, and you keep me here like a common criminal.
All right, friend. Let's take a deep breath and start all over again.
Mr. Valdez.
Consul General. I insist on my full title.
Where did you purchase the car?
My secretary and driver arranged the purchase. A disreputable place, Dewey Brothers by name.
As soon as I can have it arranged, I will have my Hispano Suiza brought up from Buenos Aires.
Hi.
Bought a Packard, Valdez? A snob like you doesn't drive an American car. I want answers or I'll smack you around the teeth.
William Dewey offered
How
me
you
a
doing, Sherlock?
substantial bribe to make a purchase at his establishment. It is not unusual to make this kind of transaction in the civil service.
Well, tell that to the Argentine taxpayers.
Consul General, we have located your car. Can you tell us how it was stolen?
It must have been stolen from the consular garage. Terribly inconvenient, of course. I want the perpetrator soundly flogged.
Unfortunately, we don't do that here, Your Worship.
You have a pretty good idea who stole the car, don't you, Consul General? Are you going to tell me, or do I shake it out of you?
There's no call for violence.
Of course there is.
I
Especially
suspect
you.
a disgruntled boy from the car dealership.
You have a name for this kid?
Gabriel, like the archangel. I have no surname.
Association with...
So tell us about this kid, Gabriel. You had a run-in with him?
Mecánico. A presumptuous young man who did not know his place. He presumed to ask me questions.
We do a lot of presuming
It's a
here in the
brilliant
United
game, I
States,
think.
Consul General. It comes with the turf.
You fuck young boys, Valdez.
Are you a madman? This will cause an international incident.
What? Well, you've got a list of kids' names and describing them.
Danny, Ben, Miguel, Tristan, and Teddy. Full lips. Ring any bells?
I'm sure we can come to some
Oh,
arrangement.
he's an old.
Gabriel, spill it.
A beautiful but impertinent boy. I mentioned rendezvous and the young man went quite insane. I thought he was going to kill me. I was prepared to pay.
Well, don't make it any
We'll
better.
be in touch, Consul General.
Some sick people. Just let me shoot him, please.
Get that desk.
Welcome to the stream.
Finished with Valdez.
Thank God. I'll get rid of him in a couple of hours.
Right then, heading off to the car dealership now.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
All right. Where to?
Mr. Valdez moves in some peculiar circles for an international bon vivant.
Ah, English, please. See, this is why nobody invites you out for drinks.
It's just very industrious of him to be so
Disgusting
involved
he
in
is.
matters of consular transportation.
All right, you're making it worse now. I think what you're trying to say is that lover boy in there is as full of crap as a Christmas goose.
That as well.
How is everybody doing then today? Even if we do have to be locked up.
Don't tell me, let me guess. You were making your way past the lot, caught sight of the new model 4-door, and couldn't help yourself. You could see yourself in that car and just had to take a closer look.
Not
well,
really.
I can't say as I blame you.
LAPD, Mac. We'd like to speak with the owner.
That's me, William Dewey, proprietor, at your service.
We're investigating the theft of a Packard belonging to the Argentine embassy. Are you missing a combination wrench?
I don't know, Detective, but I know how we can find out. Follow me.
He seems happy. Happy and jolly. Better than some of the other people we've interviewed. Always miserable.
We keep all our tools in here.
No good. We need diplomatic plates.
So then, a little
You sure
puzzle.
you guys aren't interested in a new car? Huh? Maybe a used car. I have some nice used cars for guys in your wage bracket.
That's a... No, it's not. That's
Why don't you give us
what?
some alone time, Dewey? Go sell some cars or whatever it is that you do here.
That one's a half. This one's the one. This will be that one.
One left.
And the final one. Oh no. Down
That's
one.
not right.
11/16.
Gabriel Delgado is missing a 3/4.
Welcome to the stream, guys. Anything else we can do?
I bet a broad's been driving this auto. The clutch is a mess.
Oh dear. Stereotypes, funny.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions. Packards are great cars, but this doesn't look like the kind of place favored by foreign embassies. How do you know Valdez?
I don't know Valdez. The embassy bought the car. All I know is he must know a quality car when he sees one.
You're full of crap.
And I know a shyster when I see one. You and Valdez are in this together.
Me and Valdez? I hardly know him. Valdez wouldn't wipe his shoes with me.
And why did you bribe him then? Or he bribed you, should I say?
We've talked to Valdez. He was very obliging. He told us all about the arrangement the two of you had, and now quit wasting our time.
Okay. So I met Valdez in a bar. We cut a deal and he bought the car through the embassy. I cut him some change on the side. It happens all the time.
Does it though?
Where can we find Delgado?
I don't know. He sure as hell isn't here.
You know where he is.
Address, Dewey, or my partner shoves your head in a car door.
Okay, all right. Apartment 3, 103 Hill Street. And tell him from me, if he ever shows his face around here again, I'm gonna kick his butt from here to Kingdom Come.
You couldn't... Look at Sizey, you couldn't even kick yourself out of a cardboard box.
A wrench from this dealership was used to strip the wheels from a Packard last night, Mr. Dewey. A couple of Hispanics were seen taking parts.
We've had a spate of thefts ourselves. Comes with the location. Thieving bastards to steal anything the minute your back is turned.
No.
What are you hiding, Dewey? Spill it. You don't want the LAPD getting too interested in this place.
So I hire a few illegals. It's cheaper than hiring returning GIs. They have less attitude. Downside is, they're a little light-fingered.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Dewey.
No problem. God damn that kid. I'm just an honest car salesman. Seems like you just don't know who you can trust these days.
Going to movies, Dewey. You're missing your calling. Time to visit Gabriel Delgado. See how good his excuse is.
Thing is about this game, guys, you do have to look at their faces to figure out if they are lying or not. Because if they're lying or or you think they're lying without evidence, they normally don't look at you straight in the eye.
Turn back. You're going the wrong way.
Shit.
You read this story in the Examiner about the Navy developing three-dimensional...
Oh, there goes the bench.
What's a dimension? Next left.
That copper Buddhist man. That copper was shit he said.
Right turn, coming up.
You know, like a graph. Vertical axis is Y and horizontal is X.
Well, that's clear as mud.
Third dimension would be Z.
Why am I driving?
Things will be popping out of the screen. That's Can you drive to this one?
I don't know why I'll drive. What the hell?
I don't know. People scoffed at the idea of talkies in color, and look what we have now.
Delgado residence, 2:33 p.m.
Okay, let's see what Gabriel has to say for himself.
I just hope our Archangel hasn't already flown.
Yeah, that's
What
not
the hell is this guy doing?
I'm a policeman and I'm solving a case. That's what I'm doing, you idiot.
Here he is, apartment 3.
Yeah.
LAPD, ma'am. We're looking for Gabriel Delgado.
Gabriel?
We're from the police. Policia, you understand?
Yes, I understand. Could you come inside?
What is your name?
What do you mean, am I good or bad one?
Rodriguez.
Is Gabriel Delgado here, Ms. Rodriguez?
Good cop or bad cop?
What do you want with Gabriel?
Well, I don't know. It just depends.
Is he in trouble?
Stay where you are,
Because
Ms.
you do have to
Rodriguez.
choose
We need to
between the
take a
good
look
and the
around.
bad
But
cop.
he is not here. I have told
For like answers.
Check out the surrounds. I'll stay with the broad. So how far along are you, Anna?
Souvenirs are a dumb move.
Right. So how's it gonna be when you go into labor and he's not around?
You are wrong
If
about
that's what you
Gabriel.
mean, I don't know what you meant about
He
that.
will be a good father. Already he works hard to provide for us.
Difficult to tell
Unless
whether
you
it's the
help us
suspect
here,
vehicle
Anna,
from
your
the
little
scene.
one won't be seeing Papa for
Certainly
a very
Gabriel's
long
pride
time.
and joy.
Two breakfast plates.
Serving breakfast for 2, Anna? You should have cleared up.
Yes, you should have done. Whatever was on that plate looked very burnt. It was very brown.
It looks like Valdez gets his wheel back.
No, that's got nothing to do with this. There's only a few items in here. No, nothing on there either. Back out of that coat. And this diplomatic license plate.
Diplomatic license plates.
Alright, let's go back and question her.
You're in serious trouble, Miss Rodriguez.
But Gabriel is not here. I have done nothing wrong.
Auto theft.
Why did he steal the car, Anna?
The customer insulted him. He has his honor, no?
Doesn't mean you had to go and steal a car.
His honor, Anna?
He said Dewey's friend tried to make a woman out of him. He no longer respects this man, Dewey. He took the car to show this maricon that he is a man.
That translates to
Tell
what?
us the truth, Anna. Has Gabriel been here?
I haven't seen him for at least 3 nights.
Oh, come on, that's the worst lie you can say.
You keep lying to me, and I'll send you and your baby to jail.
He lives here, but he hasn't come home. I swear it.
There's evidence everywhere that he has.
Enough, Anna. There are signs all over this place that he's been back.
He was here last night. I have never seen him so angry. He went out to his shed and put some things in it. I don't know what, and I don't want to know. I love him.
We found a license plate matching our stolen vehicle in the shed. Add in the assortment of parts, and we can make Gabriel for a dozen other thefts. It's time to get serious, Anna.
You must ask these questions of Gabriel. I know nothing of these car parts.
Then tell us where he is! If your baby is born in prison, Anna, the corrections officers will take it from you. You will see your son or daughter through a metal grate for half an hour a week.
The start line is on 1st and Santa Fe.
Start line.
There is a spillway under the bridge that leads to the river. Many policia have wrecked trying to follow him.
We will put in a good word for you, Anna. As far as we're concerned, this sits with Gabriel.
Start line. That sounds like a street race to me.
Let's go.
It's gotten out of hand this last year.
Come on, Cole. Let's go.
No wonder Delgado has such an eye for fine automobiles.
We need to get to that
We
street
know where the
race
kid
as
is.
quick
Let's
as
go
possible.
stop these clowns and get them off the streets.
I think I'll drive to this one. Come on, Bukowski, get in the car. Word, turning circle on this car is terrible.
I think we need a siren. Right up ahead.
What kind of man leaves his pregnant girlfriend at home while he goes off to play cars?
Take this right. Pregnant girlfriends aren't always a barrel
Missed
of
that
laughs.
turning.
Everyone needs to let off a little steam. Some guys wouldn't come back home at all.
Take the next right.
I do apologise if a siren is
Are
annoying,
you talking
guys.
from experience?
Oh, come on, move!
Quick as we shut one of these races down, another one springs up somewhere else. Kids used to steal cars to sell them. Now they just want to wrap them around a lamppost. The next
Sounds about true.
16-year-old I have to peel off the sidewalk, you're calling the mother. I've had enough of those to last me a lifetime. Next right.
All units, officers help. Major 415, 1624 West 3rd Street, 1624 West 3rd Street. Any unit to handle code 3
Why do
identified.
people run out in front of you when you have a siren on? Are they dumb?
Go straight through here. Cross over, keep going straight. Take the next right.
Take the next left.
Okay, next left it is, and I think we're almost here.
All units in the vicinity, citizen reports at 415 at the corner of Banning and Santa Fe. Suspect vehicle
Yeah, we're
engaged in
here.
illegal street.
Okay, we'll take it.
There's the red Ford. That's Delgado right there.
Let's go.
Quick, they're getting away!
Phelps, 1247. Requesting assistance at 1st and Santa Fe. Reports of an illegal street race.
That's one down. Let's try and get.
Stay on Delgado.
Try and get one of these. Son of a.
I'm gonna find you!
Another one down. This guy in blue car's doing my head in.
Delgado is our boy. Forget the others.
Right then, Delgado's left, and that's it.
Getting away!
Yes, I know he's getting away with it. He's right here.
Step on it, Phelps. Take him out.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Well, why don't you shoot the tyres? Might help us.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
I'm trying to.
God damn it, Cole. Hold it steady.
You're not exactly doing anything to help. Nope, stay there.
Gabriel Delgado, you're under arrest for Grand Theft Auto.
Fuck you, puto! You should speak to the maricón. Valdez, I showed him. Now who's the man? I should have burned his fucking car.
He had a temper on him.
You got a foreign dignitary outed as a fruit and a kitty raper, a car dealer we're gonna let slide for the kickbacks, and a street punk car thief who sure as hell won't be taking liberties with other people's autos again anytime soon. That, Detective Phelps, is not a bad haul. You keep your chin low and your hands high, and you keep bringing me clearances just like that one. That's textbook policing, and we need more of it in this department.
Captain, where are you going? There's nothing down there. 5 stars. I didn't think it would have been because of the amount of damage that blue car made me do to the city.
You have any plans for weekend Liberty, Jack?
My sisters have been working in Los Angeles in a bomber factory. They're coming down to visit. I'm meeting them at the station at 6.
Good for you, Jack. Are they cute?
They're my sisters, Hank.
Attention! Final inspection before Liberty.
Good job, Kelso.
Are we going somewhere, gentlemen? Full inspection. It had better be exceptional if any of you want Liberty this weekend.
Why is he the only one with a rifle? That's what I understand.
Kelso, this carbine. The bore is dirty.
No, it isn't.
Are you arguing with me, Kelso?
Do what you need to do, Sergeant. You know the bore is immaculate.
Weekend Liberty canceled. 2-day field drill. Clean this rifle.
No.
Do you know the penalty for insubordination, Kelso?
Jack, don't do it.
Forget him, Hank. He doesn't have what it takes.
Are you two finished? Are you going to clean this rifle?
No, Sergeant. Cole is right. I'm going to stop playing games and join a rifle company and fight the real enemy.
Oops.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
Alright then, let's head off to Ray's Cafe.
I want to make homicide. You know you made it. Get that desk.
And I want to see the outfits that we have. The outside, I don't believe everything you hear. On patrol. Taking extra damage and stay standing. Vulnerable. Hit harder, take more punches. I do like the look of that one. Yeah, let's use this one.
You got it.
No, get out of the car again.
You know the way. You can drive.
Oh dear me, I forget that I need to... What are you doing? Oh, for bloody hell, Mikowski, you are dumb.
You can drive.
Get in the car. Oh my word. What are you doing? Are you stupid? Jesus Christ.
Looks like the DA is going to press
He's an
charges.
idiot, is this?
And Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the
Can't even
DA.
get into a car,
She
right?
suffered enough.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes convictions.
I'll convince him to let it go.
How you do that?
I'll give him something better.
Hey, get off.
Detectives, over here. Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Thick as a white male named Lester Patterson. Walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here. Dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Is that so? We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're going to take a look around.
Let's take a look around then. Out of the way,
Phelps?
You should take a look at...
I landed on his face and ended up here. Car must have struck him from behind.
Let's see what we can find then.
Patterson has life insurance. We can notify next of kin.
So we went to a robbery, so we know that at least.
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers. Careful where you're stepping, Phelps. I don't come down to the station house and tap dance on your desk.
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
No clues. I don't know if these even are clues because it's not giving me one.
This blood is a long way from the body. Car must have been going like a bat out of hell. So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
She's all yours, Detective.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
And?
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
Suspect vehicle description.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
You just really good look at that, didn't you, Dad?
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first 3 letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were 2 voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things are pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Thank you for
Thank
your
you, Miss
help.
Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
You certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room. I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Your name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
You're a barman.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Yeah, he won't anymore.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
A witness overheard an argument.
Oh.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy?
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
I'm sure he mentioned that
How
before.
long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Bartenders hear all sorts of things. Are you going to tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Is Leroy doing well?
Hell no. The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm going to need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
Get out of the way.
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks, ma'am.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
So let's go to the Patterson residence real quick.
Can you drive to this one?
Do we know where we're going?
Yes, we've just been talking about it. Knocky, knocky, knock, knock.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Oh, we will come in. Thank you very much. But you don't seem too upset about it.
We wanted to give you the facts about the accident, ma'am.
I appreciate that, but I think I know most of them already, Detective. He was hit by a car, now he's dead. What more is there to tell?
Pardon me, but you don't appear to be too upset about it.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick together this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here, and
Beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
Yeah, you can't push the police out.
It's okay, Lorna.
Someone
I'm
there.
Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
So you're gonna divorce your husband and not tell him?
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walks straight into the path of an oncoming car.
Oh no, you're just lying all the time, woman.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Admit it. You were baiting him, pushing his buttons.
You
We
don't
can easily get the
really
full
go,
story
woman.
from the
It's only
regulars
the
in the bar.
truth. You're not good at lying in that
Right?
matter.
Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
The bartender said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
That's a blatant lie.
Being economical with the truth, Lorna.
You want to back that up, little man?
Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, the insurance letter.
You increased the premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000 payout.
It was Leroy's idea. Lester lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, crack games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit-and-run detective.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this. Come on, Phelps. Let's make ourselves scarce.
I'm out of here, Lorna. I got a business.
Think Mal is done with the autopsy? Better call it in and check, Phelps. Between the driver and the widow, I say we start dealing with the facts.
Phelps,
So,
1247.
If he has finished.
How could I help, Detective?
Messages, please.
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue
Leroy
immediately.
Sabo, where the
Results
hell are
of the
you
Patterson
going?
autopsy.
Thank you.
Alright. Got one more place to go before there.
You know the way. You can drive.
Where are we going?
Shelton residence.
It's a lucky break getting a partial ID. These cases are usually dead in the water after 24 hours if no one comes forward.
Why don't they just stop?
You heard about fight or flight during the war?
Sure. Never back your enemy into a corner. That kind of stuff.
Right. Well, in a hit and run, the purpose of...
4:53 a.m. Sorry about that, guys. You're telling me you stayed there for 3 hours just to catch him?
That's the son of a bitch right there. William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Sheldon.
Welcome to the stream, guys. Why do they always run?
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
It's twice he's run now, one from the crime scene and now from us. Come on! Gain control code.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
I'm trying to. Please turn this up.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
No wonder he killed someone, driving like this. Don't let that asshole get away.
Come on. How hard do I have to hit him? Not gonna be hard enough.
All right.
How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Sheldon?
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Sheldon.
You can't be serious.
William Sheldon, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
Right then.
You drive.
Off to the
I need to go over the case
morgue.
notes.
Fine. Where are we headed?
To the morgue. I just said. Los Angeles Central Morgue. Let's go and talk to the coroner.
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
What?
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
So the hit and run was a cover-up?
I'd say he was stabbed twice at very close quarters. Both wounds thrusting upwards and then pushed in front of the car.
Easy, Tiger.
Clever, really. I almost missed it. The trajectory of the wounds was all wrong if he was impaled by the hood ornament. Find the knife, detectives.
Yes, sir.
It all comes back to the crime scene.
Son of a bitch.
We need to hit Ray's one more time and trawl for evidence.
I covered it up. No, we didn't even know.
You're behind the wheel.
So where you want to go?
Back to the crime scene.
So there was some truth to Sheldon's cock and bull story after all.
He didn't stop, but he didn't kill Patterson either.
I'm no betting man, but I know where I'd put all my chips.
The grieving widow and her shoulder to cry on.
Now all we need is a murder weapon.
Let's see what's going on here.
Lester could be a heel,
We just wanted
but
to check the crime scene over one more
that's
time.
a lousy
Mr.
way for
Sabo,
anyone to go out.
If that's all right.
Can you be quick about it? Cops are bad for business.
Really? We'll tiptoe, Sabo. You won't even notice us.
He's an ass.
All right, step by step, check every inch of ground.
I'm sure Carruthers will confirm this as the murder weapon. Let's talk to Leroy. See him explain his way out of this.
Let's see what Leroy has to say about the knife.
Leroy Sabo, you're under arrest for the murder of Lester Patterson.
Not gonna happen, fellas.
Jesus.
Go! I'll bring the car around and head him off.
It's too late, Sabo.
Oh, here, Leroy. Missed all my shots then. Come on, Cole.
He's making for the roof, Cole. The fire escape, quick!
Oh shit, where is it? Move! Up here we go, let's find the son of a bitch. Ah! And he's dead.
You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets any easier, Bukowski.
Son of a bitch.
Have
Never
patrol
shoot at a
pick up
cop.
Mrs. Patterson.
So, I give you a hit and run, you bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
And then 5 stars. So guys, I'm going to leave it there for today. If you did like this video, please like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.